a lot of my content has been reactionary lately. You know, and I've gotten like 1,000 views on this video, 2,000 views on that video. A lot of dislikes, dude. I get a lot of dislikes by people. A lot of fucking dislikes. You know, so I gotta really see like how my content wants to develop, because the ratio between, not to say that I don't get likes, it's always like a 50-50 split. It starts off with a lot of dislikes, and then later on it starts becoming more of a, it starts to even out later down the road. But I don't want it to keep having like that 50-50 ratio where it's 50 dislikes and 49 dislikes, 50 likes. You know, I don't think that's how the ratio should be. Although it's tough because I need to understand why people are disliking it. Although there is, on the other half, a shit ton of people liking the content, so I should take that into account. Maybe not to be so hard on yourself. I really want to develop my live stream, but it's been really slow. So I've been trying to focus my content on YouTube. I think that's where a lot of my content has been centered. Although a lot of YouTube content hasn't been, or a lot of YouTube people haven't been traveling to the Twitch. You know, that may be due to the fact that I haven't been streaming a lot, or it may be due to the fact that, you know, I still don't have enough to where it's a significant amount of people, you know, coming from the channel to my Twitch. It'd be like interesting to see where this content wants to go, because at the end of the day, I'm enjoying myself regardless. You know, I enjoy reactionary. I mean, I enjoy playing, like I enjoy all of it, but ultimately I want to be considered as a live streamer. You know, something I learned is that a lot of shit comes from the outside. It's not gonna come from directly. Everything's not gonna come directly from Twitch. Not to say that not able to happen. I can't just be waiting for 10 people to show up, you know, or 15 people to just show up out of nowhere. You know, I should be developing content on other platforms as well. It's just really interesting to see like how, you know, how you grow as a streamer, or not even as a streamer, because it's okay to expand in different social media, but don't neglect where you start everything off. Your bases if you must. I like I said, overall, like my end goal here is to be the streamer, right? I really want to source my material or my content and develop it through I want it to lead up here, right? Like I want my streams to, no pun intended, I want the stream like if it's a flow of water, right? I want streams to come directly into here. You know, I want the numbers to translate into live viewership, right? Because that ultimately that's where I want to end up at, you know, at the top of this shit. But I'm also okay with, like, you know, trying to figure out the YouTube algorithm as well. I'm okay with trying to figure that out well, because it's also part of, you know, growing as a creator. I think, like, I really respect people like Ludwig. Ludwig is like a super, like, he understands both platforms and what they can do for you, and I think that's very interesting how he utilizes each site to his advantage, even at times where he uses his Twitch content. I can't believe I fell there. Uses his Twitch content and, you know, transforms it into a YouTube content, a YouTube piece of material. You know, there's a lot of guys who stream and they'll just put up like a section of the stream, right? Let's say you stream an hour, right? A third of that goes on YouTube. I also do that, and I don't want to like judge people based upon that, but I don't think that's really what I want to do. You know, I really want a full edited like piece of content. I think people like Asmongold are people that I look up to, like Asmongold, Ludwig, like these type of creators where, you know, while they're streaming, they're also doing this full production video in a sense, and I find that to be very interesting. I think I learned a lot from those type of guys, but I just don't know how to really hone that in yet. I think it's lack of experience and lack of awareness of myself, and like awareness of, you know, where my content is going. And also, I think that I'm too attached to what, you know, the chatters are saying or the comments on YouTube are saying. I think I'm still in that phase of like developing my persona on the internet, and I'm too aware of what people are saying, where it affects me negatively. And I think that, and I see a lot of people go through this, you know, from the top to the bottom. I think that's a bad thing. I think that people, although they are supporters, or they are current watchers, or they are subscribers, you know, you name the platform and how they contribute to it. I think also listening to the crowd a lot in a sense where you're listening to just the negativity. You know, if I can go back to what I was just saying earlier in this, and saying that, yeah, I'm getting like 49 dislikes on one video, but I'm also getting like 50 likes. You know, I don't want to really just focus on the negative. And I'm still stuck in that phase of content creating. And I don't know if it's really of a phase or more of a personal issue, right? Because you see other type of people go through like this type of hate. And of course, mine is only like minuscule to what other people have to go through. But, you know, it's still hate in the sense, you know, because the dislike really impacts me negatively. And I think that shouldn't be happening, you know? I should take it with a grain of salt and see what I did wrong, rather than focus on the negative part of it. See what I can take positive out of it. I really want to learn like what people want from me, but I also want to stay true to myself, you know, if that makes any sense. And I think that I'm starting to learn how to balance that. And maybe this is still early the stages because I don't have like the most viewers or the most subscribers or the most like, but you know, I think being aware of that early on could be, practicing that early on could really be beneficial when it's a massive crowd of people, right? I mean, I don't know. That's just a theory, right? Because I still haven't experienced what it is to be live in front of 3,000 people or 100 people or 300 people, you know, you name it. I still haven't experienced that. So all this is just a theory, a game theory. I think it's a really interesting concept, you know. I still haven't fully understand it. To satisfy other people, supporters will support you as you are, therefore you wouldn't be losing yourself, but becoming more comfortable with yourself on camera. I think you are right about that. I think that's an interesting thing. But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I still haven't really developed, like, I don't know what you would call that. I don't know if it's called confidence in a sense, but I still haven't really developed to block out the, you know, the negative interactions with things. I'm making a joke, not actually saying thing. Oh, I understand. I got that afterwards, Tay. My bad. But yeah, be who you are. Don't be a persona. Be you. People will like you for you and your content. Just be open and honest. Do you guys feel like sometimes that could bite you in your ass though? Like if you show too much of yourself, right? If you show too much of yourself and your personality, like over stream and stuff, do you feel like that can come and bite you in your ass because you're being too transparent, right? At the end of the day, you don't know who's behind the screen, and they know who you are in a sense. But I think that goes into like, not everybody should know what the color of your shit is, right? But look at low tier God, he's a giant piece of shit, but people love him, defend him to death. Yeah, that's an interesting thing, right? You're always gonna find somebody who supports you and supports your like journey, no matter how fucked up it is or what I deem morally as correct. And it's all like kind of like when you practice an instrument, right? I feel like it's all like, you know, developing that callus, right? Trying to understand what is too much and what is appropriate and what is inappropriate, right? What am I comfortable with? And really developing like that balance of like how much do I want to show of myself? I don't know. I think about these ideas. Either be open and honest and have haters, or be a character and have haters anyway. That's actually a good point, Juice. That's a good take. Yeah, as a guitarist, you have to put in the time and effort, and eventually you can handle anything. We forget that our mind like plays a big role in like a lot of these interactions, you know? Callousing the mind. I think I was seeing, and this is funny because this goes into something that I was listening to the other day, where it was, I don't know if you guys know, but his name is David Goggins. I think he speaks about something like that, where you callous your mind, you go through these experiences in tough time to where eventually, you know, it's not tough anymore.
The mind's a medieval motherfucker.